Hello, my dear Cancer. This is a love reading for you where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed by me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We will also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts or respect to tell you the truth with my new deck, the Brutally Honest Oracle cards. And this reading will be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Cancer, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind are feeling for you and where their thoughts are at when it comes to you. It can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dare to tell the truth to your face. And for a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Cancer person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. And in the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I will use the ANIMA MUNDI tarot for the readings part. So, my dear Cancer, when I open your deck here, I see the Nine of Coins with the Knight of Swords. So this is definitely someone that wants to be able to take care of themselves and defend themselves if they have to. Okay, so I call the Divine with Love and Light. And we have the Lovers here together with the Nine of Coins. So I feel that they do love you and they do have a strong connection to you. But what's important for them right now is to be able to be self-sufficient, individualistic, having their freedom and take care of themselves. And I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we have the 7 of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles. So this approach is not entirely in alignment with themselves or their truth. It's probably a survival mechanism to protect themselves. This is... we had 7 of Swords. We also had the Knight of Swords earlier. So I'm thinking the person is very much in the mood of like showing their claws a little bit, that no one is going to be able to hurt them, and that they are superior to any kind of attack. So that's what I'm feeling. But what's underneath it all is probably something more vulnerable. And I call the 6 elements, and here we see the 5 of Cups. So they have become very disappointed in the relationship with you. So they want to be able to manage kind of without you and not have to be dependent on the love that you give them. So that's why they are putting up this little bit of a fight here. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, love and communication. Fight towards love and communication. For my dear Cancer viewers, so I want my dear Cancer, King of Cups, High Priestess. So this is a secret that they love you and you are the king or queen of their heart, because it hurts and they want to cut away what is hurting them and protect themselves. So I want my dear Cancer to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Hermit. Okay. So I will just tune in here for a few seconds to you and whoever is most on your mind and their true thoughts, their true feelings, and the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. Okay, so this is the most likely action that they will take towards you and your relationship. And this is their feelings of love or not love towards you. And this is what's on their mind. And we have the Hermit here. So withdrawing into oneself. We have the King of Swords, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. So sevens are spiritual challenges, and this person doesn't want to be truly maybe honest in this situation. They rather would want to have victory and coming out as a winner or on top or indestructible. And that is going to challenge them spiritually. They're going to they're going to have to face their lies that they're telling to others and themselves, and they are going to be blocked for forward movement, and that is not as a punishment, but so that they can go inside themselves and get to know themselves better. If we have a certain mindset, and we have this mindset, and we get a lot of challenges and blocks, and we're not able to move forward, we're going to start to question ourselves and what we're doing wrong, and that will lead to self-knowledge. So this is something going on inside the person. It's not something that they can maybe share with you at this point. They are rather walking away from you maybe, and trying to stay very cool and cold, and this is going to have consequences. And this is their feelings, and we have a Nine of Wands, so trying to be really strong. 18, the moon, 1 + 8, 9. But we can see it comes from the disappointment that they have felt. They are trying to survive the pain of missing you, being without you, or you not loving them in the way they wanted to be loved. And here we can see that they are trying to take good care of themselves, have their own success, giving themselves justice. And that's good, but they're not being entirely truthful to themselves. So they could give themselves justice and say, this is not something I'm going to accept in my life. But the need for them to put themselves on this high horse is an ego thing, and that is what is false in this situation. So they could say, I don't want this in my life. I will miss you, and I still love you, and I will also suffer from this, that we can't be together, but I'm not going to bend to that, because I feel that I haven't been brought justice, or I feel you haven't been loyal, or I have gotten very disappointed in this relationship. So that would maybe be more truthful to what they really would want to say. And then there's your truth as well, your perspective. And usually we communicate about these things, and we learn from each other, and we learn to see the other person's point of view and their perspective, and then we can help each other to find solutions. And here we have in their actions, we have the Emperor and the Hierophant, so it's very masculine energy here, and with the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups. So the masculine energy, I'm thinking it's how they're trying to protect themselves and want to be perceived in the world like someone that's have power and are indestructible. But inside there, they have this little Page of Cups and the need for reconciliation and healing of their heart. This is what they're trying to protect, and I'm thinking they are protecting it from you. So they want a reconciliation, but they will choose probably to rather stay very strong on their own, but we'll see. This is kind of the foundation, and this can change. So on their mind, we have the Sun together with the Eight of Swords. So they see a truth, but they refuse to act upon it. So it's the Seven of Swords and Seven of Coins that we saw. They love you, but they don't want to tell you, or they don't want to put any energy into the relationship, because they have rendered it as illogic, or that it's not going to be a success, or it's just the same old. The 8 here, the eternity symbol, is just going to be the same thing happening again and again and again, and they don't want that kind of challenge, or they feel that it's insane maybe. And here we have the Three of Wands together with the Queen of Cups. So here I'm seeing that they are admitting to themselves openly that they do love you. So it seems like a temporary glitch that they have this spiritual challenge with the Seven of Swords here and the Seven of Pentacles, and their pride here, and that eventually they will actually admit to themselves that they do want to communicate and that love you. But it might also be that this person have options. We have the Eight of Wands, so I don't know how to choose. And the Three of Wands can be more than two people involved in a situation. And we have two queens, Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. So for some of you, this will be a person that don't know what to choose. To choose what's in their heart, or what can maybe give them more success on a worldly level, or what they feel safe with and have always known, or what is what their heart is telling them. But if there's no third party situation, this will be a person that admits to your qualities as both being able to fulfill their needs on an emotional level, but also on a worldly level. For example, this could be the one I create a home with, or I create a family with. Queen Hermit here, this is Virgo, this is also Virgo. So they need the time to make the choice or to come to this conclusion. And right now they are a little bit stuck in this, but it seems like it will not be, can be immediately, like right now, or very soon they will come to this conclusion that they either need to make a choice or they have already made the choice. So I reignited your candle there. Okay, so this is on their emotional level, and we have an Ace of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So the Sun here, it's 19, 1 plus 9, 10. 1 plus 0, 1, and the Ace of Cups is a 1, so we have 1, 1 here. And Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords. For some of you, this person has fallen in love with someone else, or they have fallen in love with you while being together with someone else. So that's one thing I'm seeing. But another thing I'm seeing is that they love you, but they don't want to because it hurts, okay? It's painful and it's confusing and it's not logic, and they want to get out of this challenge that they have through this relationship. We can also see this here in the Chariot. Here, Three of Wands together with the Chariot. It might be that they will ask something specific out of you, that this needs to change, or they might give you an ultimatum of sorts. They might tell you that this is what I can agree to and this is what I can't agree to. And we have the Eight of Pentacles together with the Fool. So I'm definitely thinking they want to be in love, they want to be in a relationship, they want to build bridges and have connections with other people and with you, but they have certain demands that needs to be fulfilled because they don't want to be tormented in the relationship anymore. There might have been conflicts between you two, and they don't want to be the one that yields because they want to express self-love and self-sufficiency, and they might also want certain freedoms in the relationship, and this is not something that they want to bargain with. It's something that feels it has to do with their sense of self and their sense of their natural expression, who they are, and they want to be loved for who they are. And the love is, maybe they feel like the love is compromising them or making them be someone that they are not, or forcing them to act in ways that's not truthful to them. So that's why they try to deny your relationship, because they don't want to be in the relationship in the expense of themselves. And this is their most likely action. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So it comes with this knowing that you are their soulmate and that you live in their heart, and they don't want to express it because maybe they want leverage, so you will yield to their ultimatum, or they are very stubborn with this ultimatum. It's what it is. It hurts too much to try to compromise, so they are not going to compromise. And 6 of coins. So 6 of coins, it seems like they have very good intentions, that they do try their best, but certain things are not to be compromised with, because that's killing their soul, or killing their self-love, or it's undignified. So if you have asked them of things, asked them to change in certain ways, it seems like they think that this have been unfair, and you're asking them to change who they are, and they can't agree with that, but they have the best intentions for cooperation with you, if you don't ask the impossible from them. And here we have also the World card. So 21, 2 plus 1, 3, 3, 3, and the Chariot in between. So they want completion, or they want some kind of talk with you, or negotiation, or maybe a closure. If you are not able to agree, they want closure. But I think they are open to solutions. 4 of Wands, so that's the marriage card and the love card, but 4 of Swords. So it's a little bit like they're leaving up to you to choose. Will you love me for who I am, or do you want to change me into something that I'm not? In that case, I'm going to try to put you and the relationship on the back burner. I'm going to try to forget about you, or at least try to heal from the loss of this relationship. So they are very sure on this, what they want and what they don't want, and they are not open to compromises. So if you feel like anything that they have done that you wanted them to change was abusive, or that it was, let's say it was destructive towards you and your relationship, this person, let's say that this person had a sexual addiction. They needed to have love from multiple people, and you are not polyamorous, so you want a committed love relationship. If you can't be polyamorous, let this person go, okay? Because they are not going to change, and they feel like you are taking away their freedom if you force them to change. But let's say they had another type of self-destructive behavior, maybe a drug abuse, where they're stealing your stuff and selling them to be able to sell drugs. Then you can't agree to this, of course. So you have to take the pain of loss and sacrifice the relationship, because you can't agree to them. Yes, you can continue having this drug habit, and I will see you perish while all my stuff is being sold away. No. So it depends on what it is that they think is so much themselves, and something that they need to have the freedom to express. If it's something stupid, don't go along with it, okay? So what do they want to say to you? I never felt safe loving you. Probably because they didn't feel like you loved them unconditionally. You loved them for certain things that they could give to you, or the future that you could imagine with them, or the dreams you had for you two, but they probably didn't feel like you would stay forever, or that you loved them for who they were. I need more time to heal and find myself. So we can see that they are hurting, and the 4 of Swords is also digestion, to be able to digest something that have happened in the past, and kind of hibernate on your own in the depths of your own soul, and gradually, naturally heal. So even if they would want a relationship with you here, it might be that it can't be that close, because they're still hurting. And if they have this drug habit, for example, they might need to go to a facility and get help with that. So they need focus on healing, and more focus on healing maybe and then on your relationship. I projected family issues on our relationship. So here they're taking some responsibility for what they did, and you are not supposed to take the consequences of them having for example, projecting a crappy relationship with their father onto you, or their mother, or another relative or a friend. Sometimes we do that just because we have gone through something with one person when we were young. We think that this will happen again, or just because our ex-wives were acting like this, we think that our current wife or husband will act the same, and that is what they have done wrong, and they admit to it, that they have superimposed someone else's flaws upon you, and maybe being unnecessarily scared of you and what you could do in the relationship, or your power in the relationship. That has something to do with old fears. So see if it's something more that they would want to say for the future. For example, I was scared of trusting you. I have mother issues. So I think it's all the same. I need you in my life, that I'm healing my broken heart. And they are scared of trusting you even now, and they have maybe superimposed, like if they haven't got their needs met by other people, or they have been hoovered upon, or someone has tried to micromanage their life, they have projected this upon you, being that one doing that, even if that's unfair. And right now they are healing their broken heart. They don't trust you. But also they need you in their life. So they would want you to come to some kind of compromise to be able to go forward, having a relationship, but maybe not in the way that you want this to be right now, and that they need more time to heal and find themselves. So what does Divine say for your relationship? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it's about revealing one's weaknesses and what we like and what we don't like, and start to compromise the talk, the communication about this. And this will get you to understand each other better and love each other even more, and also be able to have the other person's back, or get more empathy for their situation, so we don't have to be so angry at certain things that we would have been angry with if we didn't understand them. Free yourself. It's time to take back the control of your life, and this is what the person is doing. And if they're allowed to do that, they will probably stop projecting family issues on you, because they free themselves from the old chains of this, what have happened in the past, and they can come to you much more free, more individualistic, but also with less ghosts in their baggage that will create drama in your relationship. And express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if you love this person like unconditionally, you could actually express this, so the person will trust you more and feel more hope for the future, that you actually love them for them and not for the dream that you had, or if they think maybe that you idolized the relationship and them, and they couldn't never lived up to these kind of expectations. But if you could show them more love, if you feel this love and you would show it to them, I think they could find you to be their partner through the storm. So it's kind of sweet. Okay, sorry. And now I will see what they would tell you here from the Lovers Oracle. And see. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So they want to tell you that you can't own anything, and you can only love other people and have a beautiful experience with them, but they can't promise you forever. First they will die, and they don't know. We can't stay in a relationship just because we have promised to. If they 10 years from now feel something else, they want to be free to follow their soul wherever it takes them. So they want you to not claim ownership over them. Is what I'm seeing. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. And it's this fronts. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember love is the greatest healer. Beware of what you're projecting, for qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possesses. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So there's have been a lot of shadow work going on and projections going on in this relationship, and we learn from each other because we are favorizing different parts of ourselves that we want to we show to the world, and other parts of us is left in shadow, and that's your partner's job to show you that shadow. And this is the front pages. So they want more playfulness in the relationship and maybe less of the serious decisions and serious plans for the future. So if you could give them a little bit slack and live and let live, and kind of take the relationship for what it is right now, and not put unnecessary burden on them to make certain decisions that could be easier. If you are in a third party relationship, it's harder. I think one should never put oneself in that position, and if we find ourselves in that position, maybe because the other person lied about if they were single or not, we might need to pay the price and sacrifice the relationship no matter what. Sometimes, of course, we can have luck, but there's always people being the victim of these kind of situations. So if they truly love you, they will leave their other partner and come to you. And of course, we need to express our love properly so they know that they can make this big sacrifice. But we shouldn't stay in this secretive kind of three-party relationships for very long, because it's creating a lot of karma and a lot of pain for all parties. So it can be a good idea to let go of this lover and let them find happiness elsewhere, and sacrifice our own wants and needs in this situation if the person belongs to someone else. Relax. There is plenty of time to do and achieve all you decide. This is advice to you. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life, love. So if you need to make such a decision that I was talking about, or any kind of decision, place your right hand on your heart and breathe in and out in very calm and deep fashion for at least 1 minute if possible. 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out, 4 seconds breath in, 8 seconds breath out. And after that you can ask yourself the question, and the answer that comes up will be the answer from your heart, and that's usually the truthful answer straight from your soul. It might not be what you want to hear, but it's what's definite. Okay. For those of you that's not in a third-party relationship, there's a lot of hope for this relationship, but the person is very... I'm seeing like a chicken with the feathers, like all ways, and maybe a little bit water on them. And so this chicken can't give you what you need right now. It needs this time to heal and find itself and get itself together. And so you need to give a little slack and a little bit love and a little bit understanding. I think things can go your way, but the person you will maybe always feel a little bit distance from this person, like they're always about to escape, or if you cough, they will be like this adrenaline cat and jump to the roof or run out through the door. So is that the kind of support that you could or lack of support? Could you survive that kind of lack of support, or do you also need support? It might be that this person need a certain time right now to have your support, and maybe they could support you when they have gone through this. They can support you at a later time when you are in trouble, but they are not much to lean on at this point in time. So if you need someone to lean on, this is not the person. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. And I'm now doing personal and spiritual growth readings for the members to my channel. So for those of you that wants more readings about spiritual growth, it could be a good idea to become a member. And for full members to my channel, I'm also doing personal readings. And you can subscribe, and then the join button will appear on my channel page, and you can click it or follow the link in the description box to learn more about this membership service. So until next time, take really good care, and bye-bye.